So today I'm going to show you guys how to remove this center shifter plate from a 2006 Pontiac G6. It's very simple, but a very long process. So let's get started. I already started by taking off the shift knob. See, what happens is this little chrome piece, it just snaps on. So you can just go ahead and take a screwdriver and just kind of a flathead screwdriver and just kind of pound it down lightly, and it should disconnect and go right down. And then you'll have a small Phillips right in the center of that, right there, right below the button. It's your generic number 2 Phillips, just maybe even number 1. But yeah, you just take that right off and it should slide right up. That's the easiest part. Now next, you're going to want to remove this piece right here. Next to your pedal, you just pull on it, it should come right off. Mine wasn't all the way on because I got this all apart already. And then right here, there's usually these little black pieces that'll be covering them. They'll be sitting in there. Just take a flathead screwdriver, pop those out, and then you'll have little bolts behind them, or screws rather, that look like this. They are 10 millimeters. So you'll want to use that, and I highly suggest getting a super small ratchet for this, much like what I have right here. This is a really small ratchet, and the reason why is because you've got 2 more right back here you're going to have to tend to. You got one right in there, and that one's really difficult to get to. I mean, look at that. The ratchet barely fits in there. So you don't really have a lot of room to move. You can access it from the back, but you've got about the same amount of room if you access it from the back when you move the seat. So you got a Phillips head screw there also. It's your typical screw. It's a little bit long, about that long. It's just a screwdriver. Nothing, nothing specialty wise. So and then you got one more in the back, all the way back here. You can barely see it. But yeah, you'll have to take that out also. So you got a total of 2 Phillips head and 2 10 millimeters you'll have to take out on each side. They're located on the same places for each side. So let's move around to the other side really quick. I've already went ahead and popped off this piece. That way I can access everything back here. You don't have to, but I prefer to unplug your traction control, 12-volt cigarette lighter, and the passenger airbag light. Simply because when you want to lift this up, your wires, they don't really have too far to go here. Can't really see them up in there, but they can't really move around too much. So to save those from popping off or something, I just unplug them. You could leave them there. All depends on how gentle you're going to be. But this is a really simple process. See if I can do this with one hand here. You're going to want to lift up from the rear, lift up from back here, and you're going to notice this front piece is going to move. Fix the focus on that. See that front piece moves? Now you're going to want to push that down so you can separate it from the trim. Here, let me kind of set this up right here as I do that. You might not be able to see anything for a second. Just lift up and push down. There. Now it's completely separated. And then you just continue lifting this up. I went ahead and I moved my e-brake up when I did this last time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. That's going to allow it to actually kind of go around the e-brake and up, just like that. Now you got this, all that room you can reach into. You should be able to slide that right off. Should not be difficult at all. See here, you can reach it from under there. Get back in there. And you can see it's kind of connected to a white piece. You're going to want to disconnect it from that white piece, or white and black piece. It's really simple. It's just going to go ahead and disconnect and slide right off. I can't do that right here because I don't have another person to hold this up for me. But But that's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's a very simple procedure. Not really something that takes a rocket scientist to do. It's just very tedious. But anyhow, that's it.